You didn't really think it'd be that easy to get out of here, did you? No, it's never that easy. But I appreciate your enthusiasm, nevertheless. What? Come to play with me more. I said I would keep watch while you rested. Can't you at least do that? If you're groggy, if you're sleepy, that might be the difference between you living and dying. I already told you. I won't let any harm come to you, but don't make me work overtime here. There's a lot of things that we should be doing right now. What, I'm sore after the 100 years I haven't moved. Do you really think it's that easy? You just stretch and you feel like new. How very human of you. Or maybe royal. So what happened? Really? No, I get that part and you've explained it like 11 times. But what really happened there? You seem kinda dead inside. Yourself. Willing to make a bargain with the worst of the worst. I can appreciate that. Honestly, you remind me of myself in that way. No, my eating habits. Souls aren't all I can eat. You brought some rations from where? Found them in an old bag? Oh joy. That's gonna go down well. You'd almost think you were used to living here. Guess they had to keep you alive somehow, if they wanted you to rot in this prison like a good little dishonored royal. You're not rolling over and taking it, even if you're weak. You know that. That's what makes you special. You don't just accept it. All that powerlessness didn't get to your head. Good. Trust me, I know what it feels like. So why don't you say what you really want? See, that's it. The honesty isn't that hard. You want to see them roll over and take it. Realize that they're monsters that put you here. And maybe that the one they locked away isn't quite the same as the one that came back out. See, there's this really nasty guy. Hopefully we don't run into him anytime soon, but he's the one that can take, give, and do all sorts of things that are nasty. He messes with the natural order. Not that I mind that part of it. The thing that I mind the most is that he pissed me the fuck off. You think it was just anyone that locked me away? No. It was that damn idiot and his hubris taking everything away from me. They call him All for One, but that's nothing. That's just a title. The faceless mirror of the abyss. Do you know how many times I've dreamed of ripping his filthy little fake-ass face off? Sorry, sometimes I get a little crazy, but you'll get used to it. I promise I'm not the worst there is. That's gotta count for something. So, my lovely little distraction. What would you do if you met someone stronger than you? Much stronger than you. That's it? Not very much into the explaining, just saying nonsense, or would you really try? Well, running is one option. Fighting's another. Either way, I guess it's more of a choice of your own pride. What do you think you're capable of under all those layers of pompous etiquette, fancy spoons, and fancy meals you can still taste in your mouth? Does it all just taste like dirt now? You know what tastes sweeter than that? When somebody who ruined you looks up at you and begs, and you get the chance, just like that. Suddenly you're a god, standing over a little peon that can't do anything, can't even dream. You know, my favorite part about that is you remind me of those people, but not in the way that ruins you, no. It just adds the details, slaps them right on top of everything else, and I get you. Because there's a little piece of you that's just like I was. Doesn't matter who I was. My actions are all that's left. What I look like, what I seem like, everything else. You have to tell me. Haven't exactly had a mirror in a long time. I can tell the obvious, sweetheart. You don't have to gaslight me and say I look better than I do. Attractive. You're into some fucked up things, huh? I can get behind it. If it gets me a little plaything, then by all means, find me to be the hottest, drop-dead gorgeous guy in the world. I don't mind. Who would? If anything, I think your passion with this is enough to make you lots more interesting. We took down, 15 of the guard golems, and the rest of this area, it's mostly just dead people, huh? Well, not physically dead, but they don't got any will to escape. They see us and just stare. Watch us walk by. That's where you're different. You set me free for a reason, 'cause you knew there's something waiting for you out there. Something that was worth releasing hell upon earth. And you know what? That's what I'm talking about. That's why you're so interesting. Not just your preferences of what you find attractive, but also that you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. You know, all the blood of those bastards I'm gonna be taking out, it all falls on your hands too. And you know what? You don't seem too bothered by that. Think I only take out the bad ones. Well, who knows? Am I a hero or a villain in your eyes, or something else? A revenant? A haunting ghost? It doesn't really matter, does it? Whatever I am, I'm your problem now, aren't I? And your problem doesn't just go away once you reach the surface. No, it gets worse. By this time, I'm sure their mages already know we're staging a breakout. They know something's forming. And the ones that did follow us skulking around like zombies, maybe they'll prove useful when they finally see the light. Maybe just once in their miserable eternity, they'll find some reason to feel something. Pain is better than nothing, never forget that. What they were gonna do to you is the worst kind of thing. See, it wasn't enough for them to just off with your head or something so classic and fairy tale. They went out of their way to make you suffer, darling. You're not someone they like. Whoever's left up there. They clearly didn't care enough to visit, did they? Oh wait, they couldn't. They locked the key and swallow it. That's the problem, babe. The society needs a little fear put on them. There's enough things ruined in this world. And so what if I want to ruin a few more? Maybe I fix some of what they broke in the process. See? Maybe that makes me the hero in disguise. See, I don't really think about it in terms of heroes or justice or anything like that. I just ask myself, what would be the most satisfying thing in the world? And I chase it. I don't care about petty morals. I don't care who likes me and who doesn't. It doesn't even matter if you stab me in the back. Of course, I did say I'd take the fall if things fall through. If for some reason the gods come and ruin every plan I have, well, then I guess your little scapegoat program, your little ploy that I cooked up could just work. You could be out of here scot-free. Look, I know. I talk like you have no investment in any of this, and I'm just doing my own thing. Isn't that the case, though? As attractive, as noble as I may seem, does it matter? Does it change anything what I am? Who I am? You tell me, sweetheart. What's a little ember like you got going on in that brain that's on fire? Your heart's racing too. You know, I thought we'd be out of here by now. But turns out, those years made me take longer than I thought to get back to my normal, healthy, fit self. Instead, I feel like I'm lethargic. Probably a lingering curse they left on me. Trust me, nothing survives down here for long. Yet it survives for eternity. Doesn't make sense, does it? A paradox. Now you're getting it. That's the prison itself. In order to escape it, you have to escape a paradox. And what better way than flipping all the pages in the book, ripping it out, and spitting in its face? Whoever writes the story, piss them off real good until they break their own rules. That's always how you get out in something like this. No way. I'm serious. You don't have to keep acting so tough. I know you're worried. Come here. Don't you dare make a habit of this. I mean it. I'm not one who tends to do this. In fact, I'd say I've never done it. What's the draw of holding someone just like this? Your head's against my chest. Your heart's beating. It's faster than I thought it would be. That's right, mine beats slow. Like a war drum. Oh, don't take it personally. I couldn't beat faster if it tried. I'm not exactly living and I'm not exactly dead. I'm what happens when those two things get confused. I don't know what I am. Hell, maybe I don't know at this point. Shh, I know you're worried. I get it. I'm not trying to minimize that. In fact, I'd be worried if you... Well, no. Nothing, I was just about to say something stupid. Curious. Maybe I'll tell you eventually, but... I just don't know what to make of you. A fun little distraction, I'll tell you that. And when things work out, when we finally see the surface and not just another paradox prison, then promise me one thing. Teach me how to feel something. It's not fun being a heartless zombie, you know. It's not a request I'm proud of, but... You think I'm already feeling? Well, you're not all wrong. It's just not that simple. I'm feeling, but... only just. Have you ever been so cold? Your body, it stops working. Imagine that, but with your feelings frosted over, encased in ice. I know what you're saying. I seem a lot softer than world-ending calamities should. You're probably right. I have no business being as human. The word tastes like ash and terrible things. It tastes like blood. Giving me the grace of a lap pillow. Is this going to become a habit? You're right, I did feel something. Well, look who's so proud. I won't deny. That's pretty impressive of you. There's some pipsqueaks. Very troublesome royal can make me feel. Maybe I'm just delusional. Maybe I'm not as unfeeling as I thought. You know what? If this is how you want me, then do your worst. That's your worst? Your hands roaming through my hair. Careful, it might be dusty. I'm not cold to the touch because my fire... Not exactly hot either, like a lukewarm... Feels nice. I'll admit that. What, surprised I can be humble? If that's enough to surprise you, then I'm afraid you're gonna be shocked. Mouth dropped to the floor when you hear that I have normal things I dream of too. I've always been obsessed with my revenge, of course. But outside of it, I think I always just wanted one thing. To feel free. To see with my own eyes what it really means to be alive. Too late, isn't it? But better late than never, right? I'd rather feel something long after I can't do it than never feel it at all. Pretend I'm not You treat me so gently, as if I might break if you run your fingers even a little bit harder through my hair. Is my scalp that fun to touch? Bold of you to assume that you could make me fall asleep that easy. It's relaxing, sure. But if you want to stay alive, you best hope I won't fall asleep. Who knows what's out there in this twisted little place? They won't let us go easily. But I had a dream last night. A chained knight and an envoy. They had 4 companions. There were 9 places. And there were 5 ominous voices. I wonder what it means. Do you think there's something bigger at play? There is a voice. Can't tell if it's my own mind crackling under everything. The cinder's finally burning my brain until I don't have to think. But it doesn't matter, does it? If it was real or not. It was only the feeling that made me think on it. You had the same dream. Interesting. So then, that makes me very curious. Why are we dreaming about other people, other things, in unison? Think it's a quirk of this place? No. Usually when coincidences like that happen, things aren't that simple, you know. It doesn't just magically fall into place like a puzzle. But if I had to guess, I'd say it's on the tip of my tongue, the back of my mind. Strange. It doesn't matter. Oh, look at you, making meaning out of nothing. I got a little distracted. I guess you're good at this lap pillow, head pat thing. I wouldn't mind if you do it on occasion. Isn't it interesting? Doing it to someone who's your enemy, technically. I say that in jest. I guess, if anything, I'm the only friend you got. Maybe more than that. Oh. In order to live up to that foreboding prediction, I need to learn how to feel. More than this muddled half-assed thing that I feel right now. You know what I want? I want to be normal. Did you think I'd say that? No, nothing so boring. A hint of truth in the lie. Oh, if you put it that way. Maybe you're right. Maybe a part of me envies the normal and the weak. Maybe that part of me died a long time ago. Maybe that doesn't matter. And as much as dreams come true, For some people, life isn't a fucking fairy tale. Maybe I don't like to get my hopes up for things. I'm a means to an end. Use me. You won't. But you are right now. What a silly thing to say. You'll save me. From what? The gods. Powers beyond your wildest dreams. Fine, save me, great hero. Save me if you can. If you want. You might even be able to find me. I wonder, what even comes next? It's relaxing. Just being near you. I'll admit to that. But even if that's the case, I guess I don't want to say goodbye. Just yet. You're stuck with me for now, darling. Better get used to it, or you'll be the one who's suffering. Better hope I keep my bargain, I guess. Protect you, save you. What's it all mean? Guess you'll have to find what every word means. Oh, and don't stop. The lapel head paths thing. It's grown on me. Can be your official duty, Royal. So when I watch, when I take, when I rend the world, maybe there can be some peace after. If you're lucky.